welcome back. I thought I'd give you a tour of some of my guitar amplifiers and guitars that I use in some of the guitar videos you may have seen on my channel. And if you haven't seen those, there's a playlist. I'll put it up here, and you can click on that and check out some of the lessons that I have on there and examples of guitar sounds and things like that. So in this video, what I want to do is focus on this amplifier first. This is an Ampeg Rocket-2 from 1965. It's a really great sounding amplifier that I picked up for about $200, and that was about 10 years ago. It was in great condition, completely original when I picked it up. It was a little bit noisy, and I've done some work to it since. Over the years, I've learned how to work on these amplifiers safely and how to tune them up. I'm going to show you some examples of what it sounds like. I'll play a little bit through it and just talk to you about a little bit of the history of what I know about them too. So stick around for that, and then this series will continue with some of my other amplifiers, some of my other guitars. I think I'll show you my ES-335 that you see here sitting here. Tell you a little bit about that. That's my favorite electric guitar, and here we go. Okay, looking at the controls here, this is a model GS-12. It does not have reverb. It has tremolo right here, what they call tremolo, which is an oscillating of the sound volume. It's not an oscillating of pitch, it's an oscillating of the sound volume. And there's a speed and intensity control. When you click it in here, it has an even more pronounced tremolo effect, and I'll show you what that sounds like. The guitar input right here, and then interestingly enough, you have an accordion input here. So imagine that in the 1960s, Ampeg was trying to market this towards accordion players too, and guitar players. Then over here you have volume, you have some treble and bass settings. Something to note is Fender and Ampeg at the time in the 1960s, they were not interested in having these amplifiers distort. As a matter of fact, they wanted these to stay clean, and they, in their instruction manuals at the time, would tell you, don't turn it up too loud or it will distort. And they didn't realize, or they weren't, especially Ampeg was not marketing this towards rock music. The founder of the Ampeg company was more jazz based, and he did not really want these amplifiers to distort. Distortion, of course, being the sound of the rock and roll in the 60s and 70s that so many people are into, they didn't really take advantage of that at the time. Here's the original foot switch. They used a doorstop as their foot switch. They put the switch in the doorstop. You can see that there. If you've watched any of my guitar videos, you probably have seen this guitar. This is a 1986 Gibson ES335, and I got this off of a friend who had it for a while, and he never really played it. And it sat in a case for a long time, and when I got it, it had very, very low frets on it, and it was really difficult to play. I got it refretted, and I did a little bit of work to it. I changed out the all the controls, the potentiometers that are inside of there. I changed the pickups, I changed the bridge, and I changed the tailpiece. And I'll tell you what, and actually the nut, I had a bone nut put on it, and I'll tell you what, it is just a great sounding guitar. And it's my favorite electric guitar that I have. Like most Gibsons, you're going to find that they have a mahogany neck, and it's a single piece mahogany neck. And one of the design kind of flaws, if you want to call it that, or weak points, is this neck angle right here. Since it's one piece, it tends to snap off here. If you drop this guitar, it's almost certainly, if you drop it on the neck, going to snap off somewhere in here. So a lot of the old vintage guitars have a snapped neck. But this one-piece mahogany neck then goes down and attaches inside here to the body of the guitar, which there continues to be a solid maple block down the center of the guitar, and then it's hollow on either side here on this part. So it's hollow inside of here, but there's a solid piece that goes down the center. So that's why they call it a semi-hollow body design, because it's not completely hollow inside. They did make another model called the ES-330 that was actually hollow inside and did not have that center block in here. So let me play a little bit through this amplifier and get a feel for what it sounds like. I'm going to turn it up here. Now, this amplifier does have the original tubes in it. It has the original power tubes. They're a little bit different power tubes than you would find in some of these amplifiers at the time that they used, but they're very nice sounding, and it actually has the same original 12AX7 preamp tubes. They're Amperex Bugle Boys. And it's a little noisy because the tubes are old, but it sounds really nice. So what I'm going to do here is I'll turn it up a little bit. Now I have it right about where the sweet spot is, I think, on the dial, and that's here about 3 o'clock with this knob. Turn the guitar volume here up to about 8, and I'm playing on the neck pickup with the tone about 8. So let's see what it sounds like. One of the nice things is with these tube amplifiers is it's really touch sensitive. You can play really soft on the strings and it'll stay pretty clean and you'll be able to hear the individual notes, but then if you really get on it with the pick, you'll start to get a nice breakup that sounds pleasing to the ear and is not too harsh. So for a smaller amplifier, this has a great sound to it. It's going to be really nice for a smaller club or something like that, or practicing at home. It is a little loud when you turn it up, and this is starting to get to, I'm pretty close to it right here, and that is pretty loud. I had the guitar volume on 8, and if I turn it up all the way, we'll see how much it distorts. Alright, I'm going to turn the volume down a little bit here, and we're going to see if I can get the tremolo going. Here's what the tremolo sounds like. Play something like Born on the Bayou, maybe. Now that's with that extra intensity clicked in here. When I turn it back, it's not quite as in your face. And you have a speed here. There's a speed, so I can go really fast. Here's what it sounds really fast. I'll slow it way down, which is more of a swirly effect here. Has a kind of cool, mellow sound. Alright, so I hope you got something out of that. I hope that was something that you enjoyed. If you did, click thumbs up and stay tuned for more of these. I'm going to be doing a series of them focusing on some of my other amplifiers and instruments. So until next time, take care and go out there and create something.